welcome to Insurgency Sandstorm. We'll be going over how to survive and stay in control during co-op matches by broadening our understanding of game mechanics, game meta, and map-specific tricks. This video is intended for all players, new and experienced. To start, we'll be customizing and streamlining our in-game settings. Starting in the game category, we'll want to consider disabling view bob and camera animation. By disabling these settings, we'll be able to keep better orientation of the screen's center while aiming. Under HUD, we'll want to tick Always Show Compass. The compass will come in handy when calling out locations to teammates and will assist in setting autocannon and bomber drone strafe directions. For our team color settings, we'll want to use high contrast colors instead of the default washed out colors. We'll be skipping over binds and controls as these are user specific. Under video settings, we'll want to disable motion blur. Our scope settings should be kept at normal, and dismemberment should be enabled to help us register kills at longer ranges. In the event we'll be playing hardcore co-op, there are specific customizations we'll want to avoid as they can cause unintended friendly fire. For insurgents, we'll want to avoid the half-wrap facewear, sand cargo pants, and the lime green plaid flannel. Typically, running black cosmetics will help friendlies identify us. On security, however, using black headgear cosmetics such as black watch cap or the black headband can cause confusion among your teammates, especially when paired with ranger green cosmetics. Next, we'll be taking a look at our loadouts. For our loadouts, we'll want to have at least one preset for each class. I'll be going over my personal loadouts and why the weapons I pick work for me. This section is subjective to each player, as you may have different preferences. For Rifleman, you want a setup that allows you to push ahead of your team in the case Observer class is filled or still locked behind level 20. My preferred primary for the Rifleman is AUG A3 with a 1x OKP sight, recoil grip, suppressor, and extended magazine. For secondary, I'll take the Browning HP or L10-6A1 with a quick draw holster. We'll be taking an AN M14 incendiary in the case we need to blow up an objective, and an M84 flash to help locate enemies hidden in rooms or smoke. We'll be keeping our carrier and armor light for mobility and a gas mask should we need to survive a gas attack or traverse smoke. Breachers are the primary force when pushing or clearing objectives. We'll want to keep our loadout relatively light with weapons that aid in clearing tight rooms and corridors. My personal setup implements a grease gun as primary with a 1x OKP7, advanced suppressor, and recoil grip. I find that the 45 caliber of the grease gun is enough to drop an enemy in 1 or 2 well-placed shots, while the fire rate helps with recoil control and ammo discipline. In our secondary slot, I use L10-6A1 with a quick draw holster. I use 2 flash grenades for finding enemies in rooms before I breach, and to stay light on my feet, I keep to a light carrier and armor. Gas mask is standard. Advisors have access to exotic weapons that the other classes are locked out of. I typically run this class when I want to aid in CQB fights. This class is also effective if running the higher caliber 7.62-47 at a range. Most often, you'll see an advisor running a Mark 18 CQBR with a 2x holographic, suppressor, and laser sight for the tactical look. Personally, I prefer the AKS-74U with a 1x OKP7, recoil grip, compensator, and extended mag. I'll run an L10-6A1 as my secondary with a quick draw holster. For grenades, I use a flash and incendiary, light carrier, light armor, and gas mask. Demolitions are the main class concerned with taking out enemy vehicles such as technicals or helicopters. My demolitions class is as follows: AUG A3 with 1x OKP7, explosive launcher, and extended magazine, Browning HP with a quick draw holster, RPG-7 for dealing with technicals, C4 for catch objectives, light carrier, light armor, and gas mask. When playing as demolitions, be sure to communicate with your team if you'll be blowing up a technical or if attempting to hijack it will be more beneficial. When implemented correctly, technicals can provide enough stopping power during final defense objectives to stop enemy spawns from reaching the point. Marksmen are the primary long-range force concerned with stopping enemies from reaching defense points. This class is best implemented out of the way, off objective, watching enemy spawn points. For my primary, I'll take the M110 SAS with a 2x Cobra sight, bipod, extended mag, and suppressor. Using a suppressor hides your sound signature from enemies and makes yourself less likely to be targeted. For my secondary, I'll take an L10-6A1 with a quick draw holster, an M84 flash, light carrier, light armor, and a gas mask. The gunner class uses LMGs and high volume of fire to either suppress or mow down enemy waves to allow your team to advance. It should be noted that the gunner class draws a lot of fire from enemies, so positioning yourself in lots of cover is key to survival. I have 2 preset classes that I use for gunner. For close range maps such as Ministry, I'll take the PKM with a compensator. My sidearm is L10-6A1 with a quick draw and compensator. For nades, I'll take 2 frags and a flash. heavy carrier for extra ammo boxes, and light armor. Gas mask is standard. My second class for gunner uses M249 with a 2x holographic, suppressor to reduce sound signature, and a laser sight in case I need to get off my magnified optic in a pinch. I'll take an incendiary to help choke off enemy routes, a heavy carrier for more ammunition, light armor, and a gas mask. Observers work in unison with the commander to make fire support calls and should be played defensively. This slot should be prioritized over rifleman as it holds more functionality. For observer, I'll take the AUG A3 with an OKB7, recoil grip, compensator, and extended mag. For my secondary, I use a Browning HP with a quick draw holster, AM M14 incendiary, M84 flash, light carrier, and light armor. Commander retains the most tactical utility of the team and is best played defensively. Surviving to call fire support, especially during defense points, should be the primary concern of the commander. For commander, I take the AUG A3 with a recoil grip, OKB7 sight, extended mag, and a suppressor to reduce my sound signature. For nades, I'll take a frag and a flash, light carrier, light armor, and a gas mask. Smoke can block fire support calls. This can cause accidental friendly fire.
Throw your spout, guys! I need a gun run on this position.
Station, we need this position right here! Straight! Attack this target!
Observer, this is station. We're sending them. Hey guys, Warlock here. Coming in hot. Cleared hot. Firing.
Hit that position like those fuckers!
Autocannon strafes will go right to left from the direction you're facing when the call confirms. You can use this to angle strafes into cache objectives or behind enemy cover.
God, I love this sound! Get Warlock to strike this target! Station, this is Observer. We need this position right here, strafed. Can he hit it?
Observer, this is station. We got you. He's inbound. Observer, this is Warlock. Out here.
God, I love this sound!
The same concept applies to insurgent bomber drones.
On this position!
Outpost, come in! We want bombs at this location, do you copy?
Okay, yes, I'll send them. 1 second, 1 second.
The insurgent rocket barrage fires 5 times in clusters of 6.
Outpost, come in! Rocket barrage is needed now!
We're ready again with fire support if you need it, brother. They're all done. Pretty loud, huh?
When calling in an insurgent IED drone, the marker will turn purple on windows, indicating the IED drone will attempt to fly into the marked window.
Explosive drone right over there!
Outpost, come in! Send the explosive drone to find them, hurry!
On security, explosive mortars will fire a total of 6 shells.
Artillery right here. Call it in. Station. This is Observer. Fire explosive rounds at this location. Over.
Insurgent explosive mortars will fire a total of 15 shells.
I want explosive mortar.
You can resupply faster by pressing M and clicking on Save Loadout. Open bolt firearms cannot load a +1, meaning an extra round in the chamber. Closed bolt firearms, however, are able to load a +1. Reloading is done in stages. If a reload is interrupted by switching weapons, the reload animation will continue from where it left off. A round will be left in the chamber when the magazine is not depleted. Crouch jumping through windows instead of vaulting is faster and allows you to clear corners faster. Opening a door while aiming will allow you to peek a door. You can shoot the hinges on a door to break it off the frame. Melee attacks can hit multiple targets.
It's so good.
Your character will taunt when firing for 5 seconds. This can also be achieved with a Sterling with an extended mag due to its slow rate of fire.
Suppressive fire!
Your character will become deaf for a brief moment when spamming a 50 cal rifle. This effect is mitigated when the bipod is deployed. The shorter your gun is, the closer you can aim against the wall. On the Mosin Nagant, stripper clips conflict with longer scopes as they block the receiver. If you're fast enough, an LMG can be used to snipe helicopters as they enter the battlefield.
There we go, we did it!
You can significantly decrease your squad's morale by equipping a Gucci well rod. You can keep the enemies from reaching the point by fighting from a forward position. Using this strategy will get you more kills as long as you're careful of enemy spawn protection. On hillside, you can peek into the enemy spawn.
He's still running. Bruh. I missed so many shots. This guy right here on this little thing is super low. He's healing right now. Fucking bitch.
The disrespect, the audacity, the audacity, the audacity, the audacity. Oh, for real? You said he's low?
Hostile NPCs will not return fire when returning from a defense objective. Furthermore, insurgents wearing black tend to carry more advanced weaponry.
I got a. Alright, here's what I'm doing. I'm a fucking. I'm a. Okay. Video. Talk. Guys,
Hostile insurgents will throw a Molotov to your last known position after breaking line of sight. Sliding off of an elevated ledge will retain your sprint momentum.
Fuck!
On point A of security BAB, you can get on the rooftop. On point D of security crossing, you can hide on the ceiling trim.
Get down on the ground! I'm firing it!
On point C of farmhouse, you can crawl around the balcony.
guess so. We can wake them. Why not? Just a waste of time.
On the final point of farmhouse security, you can get on the neighboring roof. On the final point of security ministry, you can hide behind a concrete barrier.
Up ahead!
On the final point of insurgent ministry, you can hide in the truck. Towards the last point of security refinery, you can slide between two stacks of pipes. On point B of insurgent outskirts, you can throw a grenade through the open roof. On point A of BAB, you can flash through the room to stun the enemy across.
Let the commander know.
Working on Alpha!
From the spawn of hillside security, you can throw a Hail Mary nade to damage or kill the enemy spawns on the right.
Observer, this is station. You're good for fire support. Tell the commander.
On point B of hillside security, you can go up the left hill to rocket snipe the objective. On Insurgents Ministry, you can pop a flash through the window to quickly rush A.
Let's get throwing flash grenade!
Noch da! Up on his head!
Man down!
On Security Ministry, you can wallbang under the graffiti wall to get 1 to 3 kills. On security point A of power plant, you can pop flash the door frame to clear the far room. On power plant point B, you can go around the building to get better angles on the ceiling spawns.
Yo, I'm on Bravo!
From the start of precinct, you can rush the right tunnel with the flash to get 3 free kills. Be sure to check the stairs on the left once you're in.
Observer, this is station. We're prepped and ready. Let us know if you need fire support.
Right there! Right there!
On point E of security precinct, you can flash the balcony to safely clear the point. To clear point B of Sec Hillside, you can flash the entry room to clear safely. On point A of Hideout, you can flash around the top right corner to clear the balcony. You can throw an incendiary onto point D from the neighboring roof. You can check the compass to line this up. On Hideout Point E, you can call an auto cannon strafe on the right beam of the satellite tower, then face bearing 119 to blow up the cache.
There's the next ammo crate.
We need air to strafe this area. Light it up.
Alright, coming. What is a strafe near E?
It's like
So precision airstrike.
yeah.
On Hillside Point C, you can call a strafe on the neighboring wall, then face bearing 141 to blow up the cache.
He's running there. Oh, he's dead, I think.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I mean, you try.
On Hideout Point B, you can call a strafe on the adjacent wall to blow up the point.
Let me see.
I need a gun run on this position.
Hold on. Down on the road. There we go. On Outskirts Point B, you can call a strafe on the bridge, then face bearing 185 to hit the point.
Those fuckers up. Station, this is Observer calling for air support. Can Warlock do a gun run at this target?
Observer, this is station. Copy. Stand by for rolling.
Let's see if that works.
Warlock on station beginning strike.
Hey, listen to this.
On point B of crossing, you can call a strafe on the right wall of the bunker, then face bearing 202 to hit the point. 292 minus 90 is what? 200?
To strike this target. Station, this is Observer. We need air to strafe this area. Light it up.
Observer, this is station. We got you. He's inbound. We got Warlock here. Coming in hot. On fire.
Yo, heads up, he's coming in. Nice.
There we go. On point E of crossing, you can call a strafe on the objective building, then face bearing 344 to blow up the cache.
Hit that position, light those fuckers up. Station, this is Observer. We need this position right here, straight. Can you hear me?
Observer, this is station. Roger that. What the fuck? We'll be there in a jiffy.
Yellow, it's blue, yellow.
Oh! You did not!
Shoot.
No. Pre-fire? 360? Okay. In conclusion, fight forward outside of defense points, utilize fire supports, play objective, communicate everything, and do what is in the best interest of your team. If you're looking for a mentor or a battle buddy, you can add me on Steam or Discord in the description below. Keep your kills high and stay vigilant.